Athletes, let's talk feeling tired versus experiencing burnout. I also want to preface this by saying this is based off of my own experiences, and this can obviously vary person to person. So when we're feeling tired, I think of that more as a temporary state, what you're currently feeling. With burnout, it feels more constant, like it's always just there lurking over your shoulder. So first, I'm going to talk about the different mental and cognitive effects. So when you're tired, it's normal to feel varying emotions, riding the highs and lows of life. That just happens. But when experiencing burnout, you might be feeling depressed, anxious, having that stuck feeling, and it's constant. When you're tired, it's also normal to have varying levels of motivation on certain days, but with burnout, there is an intense decrease of motivation in both your sport and in your day-to-day life. And also, if your head isn't in the right space, it makes it very hard for you to perform. When you're tired, there might be days where at practice, you just tell yourself, get through it. We've all had some of those days, but with burnout, it feels like you are constantly going through the motions. And again, that can apply to both at the field or at home. Another possible symptom of burnout is feeling like a failure or you really hate the sport, versus when you're tired, this is more, occasional, a temporary feeling of, oh, I don't want to go to practice today. Another possible effect that we see from burnout is constant injuries or prone to injury. And this is from overuse, feeling like you're overworking your body. When you're tired, this may look more like soreness, which is obviously normal. And of course, injuries do happen, but when you are burnt out and overworked and not recovering properly, you are more likely to suffer from injuries. Another effect from burnout can be difficulty concentrating or focusing, again, both at home and at the field. Whenever I've felt like this, everything in my life just felt really overstimulating, and that was my cue to just do something for myself and take the breaks where I could get them. Last symptom that I have for burnout that's on my list is chronic fatigue. When you're just feeling tired, maybe you didn't get a good night's sleep, maybe you had to wake up early for weights or class, but there is a line between feeling tired and feeling fatigued. When you're fatigued, it feels like you're like a zombie, essentially, is what it feels like. So here is my advice. Number one is always listen to your body. You know your body better than anybody, so trust what you are feeling. And obviously, as an athlete, we want to push ourselves. But if you're starting to feel burnt out, ease back a little bit and make sure that you're taking care of yourself. I've talked about this a lot, but breaks are super important to prevent burnout, but also are super necessary when you are experiencing burnout. I also recommend that you confide in somebody that you trust, like a friend, teammate, family member, coach, therapist, just so somebody knows what you're feeling. And if you're struggling mentally, please ask for help. Reach out to somebody. I think getting help is a great thing. I personally see a therapist myself, and she has helped tremendously. If you have any questions, comments, or if you have anything to add to the list, please comment them below.